Hello everyone, welcome back to our playlist of learning Python from basics to advanced level. This is Shriya Keshri and I will be helping you in learning and understanding all the concepts here. This is the ninth video of our playlist, and in this video we are going to cover Python collections. In this we are going to learn list, tuple, dictionaries, sets and their comprehension. And we have already learned about them a little bit in our previous classes. So now in this video, we are going to dive in, write them and learn them in more details. Okay. So in the last video 8, we have learned about strings and their indexing and slicing and their methods. We learned about the built-in operators such as dot upper, dot replace and dot split. We also learned about the slicing syntax. And we learned about how the indices works in strings, right? Okay. Now in this video, we are going to cover the collections. We have to understand the 4 core built-in data structures in Python and when to use each. We will cover list and tuples. We will master the order sequence manipulation, mutability versus immutability, and their methods. Then we will learn about dictionaries and sets. We will handle how key value pairs and unique unordered sets work. Then we will learn about their comprehension, that how we can write concise, elegant Pythonic code using inline comprehension. So yeah, this is the goals of today's lecture. Okay. So this is the first topic. What are collections? So the definition says a collection is a container used to store multiple values in a single variable. Okay. Python provides 4 standard built-in collection, each with unique characteristics regarding order, mutability, and duplicate handling. Okay, so what is the definition tells us? That earlier we used a single variable and we used to store a value in it. Like we said a is equal to 3. So a is a variable here and we store the single value that is 3 in this variable a. But now, when we are talking about collection, in that same variable, we are going to store many values. For example, if we say a is equal to square bracket 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then we are all storing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are storing all these values inside the variable a. So collection is a container used to store multiple values in a single variable. So there are 4 standard built-in collection, each with some unique characteristics. So we have to learn about this 4 collection, that is list, tuple, dictionary and set. Okay, so let's start one by one. Okay, the first one is Python list. So we are covering the basics. We have learned these basic things in earlier videos also. Let's revise them. The definition and syntax. A list is an ordered mutable collection of items enclosed in a square bracket. What does it mean? So a list is a collection of items which is enclosed inside a square bracket. The first thing you need to understand that we have to store the values inside a square bracket. Square brackets denotes that it is a list. Okay. Yes. So we are talking about list here. So what happens in list? There is a variable and we have to store a value inside it. And for list, we use this square brackets and then after we can store whatever value we want to store inside it. So yeah, this is how the list works. So a list is an ordered mutable collection of items enclosed in square bracket. So this is the collection of item which is stored inside an square bracket. Now what you have to understand is this ordered and mutable. So ordered means that the sequence by which they are arranged inside the square brackets is important. If I write 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7 and then I write 2, 3, 1, 4, 6, 7, then both of the lists are different because the order is different. So orders matter here. And then we say the mutable collection. These are the mutable collection. That means if we want to change a particular value, then we can. If we want to change this one value to, let's say A, then we can do it. That means it is a mutable collection. So a list is an ordered and mutable collection of items enclosed in the square bracket. And the syntax here is like this. There is a variable here that is marks. and then it is equal to 85, 90, 78, and 90. These are all the values, and these are enclosed inside the square brackets. What we have to notice here is that 90 is being repeated. That means list allows us the duplicate values. Okay, let's see here the key characteristics. The first one is it is ordered. So the elements maintain their defined position sequence. So the sequence by which they are arranged inside the square brackets are important. Then we have this mutable. You can add, change, or remove items after creation. So that means it is mutable. Then we have duplicates allowed. That means item with equal values can exist, just like here 90 is getting repeated here. That means duplicates are allowed. Then we have indexed. That means zero-based integer index access. That means all the variables that are stored inside the collection are stored on the indices that starts from zero. So we say zero-based integer index access. That means that this 85 is stored in the zeroth position, 90 in the first position, 78 in the second position, and this 90 in the third position. So these are the indexes where these values are stored, and this starts from zero. So we say zero-based integer index access. Okay, now we have creating lists. Okay, now we have creating lists. So first we have to create a list for integers. Integer list will contain only homogeneous numerical data. That means all the values that we are going to store inside it are integers. For example, here we are storing only 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7. So these are all integers. So this list will be an integer list. Yes, this is the integer list because we are only homogeneously storing only the integer values. Then we have string values which are going to store textual elements. That is, they are going to store only the strings. So for example, here I am writing it. So what's happening here? I am storing three strings here that are the names Shriya, Mayak, and Samriddhi. So these three words are getting stored inside this list. So this is a string list because we are storing string inside this. Okay. Next, we have this heterogeneous list. What does heterogeneous list means? That list storing mixed data type together. That is, we are storing mixed data type. For example, here we have mixed one, then Python, then true. The one is an integer value. The Python word here is a string itself. And for this true value, it is a boolean. So we are mixing the data types together. Yeah. So if I write it like this, I can write 1, 2. So what is happening here? I am storing the integer value. I'm storing floats value. I am also storing string, and then I'm also storing this boolean value. So here I am storing different kind of data types in the same variable. So this is a mixed heterogeneous list. So these are the types of list. These are the way we can create lists. Okay. So we covered integer, string, and heterogeneous list. Okay. Uh-oh. So the next topic is accessing list element. Yeah, okay. So now we have accessing list element. So we knew that there is a positive and negative indexing here. So we can access any element using those indices. This is the same as how we learned in the strings. part where we learned that there are indices for each variable on which the variable is stored. And just like how the indices starts from the zero value for positive indexing, that's how this list works here too. So if I want to access a particular element inside the list, I can simply write the value of indices. For example, here if I am going to run this code, what's happening here? Okay, wait a minute. Now it will run. Yeah. So what's happening here? I am saying that we have to go to the list A. Then we have to find the index that is the that is 0, and then we have to find the value that is storing inside that index E, index 0, and then we are going to print that value. Similarly, if I write this, now it's printing 6. Why? Because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the fourth index, we are storing 6. So that's what is getting printed here. Okay. So if I write a loop for the same, so now I am writing a loop for accessing each element inside B. So what I am doing here is that I am taking indexes from 0 to 3, where 3 is not included. And then I am printing B, the value on that indexes from list B. So we are first printing Shriya, then Mayak, and then Samriti. This is what getting printed here. So this is how you can access a particular element. These are the example for the positive indexing. These examples are from the positive indexing. Okay. The similar thing that we can do is the negative indexing that starts from -1 at the last element and counts backward right to left. So this is the same how we did in the string section. For negative indexing, we start from -1 from the right side, and then we lower the value for each turn that we go to the left side. So if I try to do it, so if I print, so what's happening here? Okay, it is printing 9.6 for the last 4 year. I am writing C and the index is -1. So for -1, it will get to the last element itself from the list, that is 9.6, and it is printing that from here. Now if I will simply, now what will happen, it will go to the second last element, that is false. So this is what we do here. If I use it in a loop, just like how I did in the positive indexing, I can do the same here as well. But we have to specify the range where we have to start, right? So we will start from -1, and we will go till -6. And for each time, we are going to subtract -1. So what's happening here? We are printing 9.6, then false, then Raghav, then 2 and 1. So what I am doing here is I am using this negative indexing in a loop for printing all the values from the right side itself. So this is how it is getting printed here, like this. So this is how you can use the negative indexing for the same. So for positive indexing, we have to start from the 0 at the first element, and then we count forward, that is left to right. But in the case of negative indexing, we start from the -1, that is the last element, and we count backward, that is from right to left. So this is how both the indexing works. For example, we have marks 0. That means we have to go to the 0th index and it will print 70. If I write -1, then it will go to the last element itself, that is 90. So the output will be 90. So this is how indexing works. This is how you can access each element inside a list. Next, we have list slicing. So slicings, we have learned about slicing in the strings as well. Slicing means how we can get a part of the list separately. So the syntax is in this form: start, stop, and step. So let me explain. Okay. So we have to understand list slicing. Yes. Okay. So we have to take a part of the list inside from the list itself. For example, here the A is 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7. What if I want to take this 1, 6, 7? So this is the part of the list, and I want to take that part away from that list. I want to print it itself. So then we will do the list slicing, and the syntax here says that first we have to write the name of the list. Then we have to write a syntax like this. Okay, so what it means that the start value tells us that from which index we have to take that element from. The stop value tells us where we have to stop. Okay, and the step value tells us that how many gaps we want inside that interval. For example, if I say that I want one step, then it will take that one step forward and it will print all the elements that are coming inside that interval of start to stop. If I say there is 2, then it will take a gap of 1 from them and it will print the consecutive elements. So this is how steps work. We have already covered all of them inside the string section as well. So I don't think you will face any kind of problem in them. So let us try to do it. So what is happening here? I am starting from the second index, that is 0, 1, 2, that is the fourth value. So I'm starting from the fourth value. Then I'm going to the index 5, that is 3, 4, and 5. So I am not taking 5. We know that the last value is not included. That is, we are taking till the index 4, right? So starting from 2, we are going to 4. That is 4, 4, 1, 6. These are the value that we are getting from there: 4, 1, and 6. So we are printing that we start from 2, and we stop at 5. And since here we are not pointing any step, so the default value of the step, that is 1, will be used here. And that's how we are going to get this value 4, 1, 6. So this is how we do the slicing. Let's try to do one more example. Okay. So what is happening here? For B list, I'm starting from the 0th index, that is Shreya, and I'm going to the third index. And since third index is not taken, we are going to the second string index, that is Samriddhi. Okay. And now I am taking a step of 2. Step of 2 means you have to take the consecutive value. So first I am starting for the Shreya, and then I am going to the second string from that index, that is Samriddhi. So I am printing only Shreya and Samriddhi. So this is how we can use the step here. So this is the start value, that is 0. This is the stop value, that is 3. And we are taking a step of 2. Sometimes when we do not want to write, we can also write it in this way. Okay. Now consider this example. What it means here, that we are not writing the start value. That means we have to take the default value, that is the start of the list itself. So whenever you do not write the start value, then it takes the default start value default start value, that is 0. Similarly, if you will not write the stop value here, such as we are not writing the stop value here, then it will take the default stop value, that is the last index value, right? So the default stop value that we are going to take here is the last index value. So if I am going to consider this B list, then the last value will be this somewhere. And 2 is the step here. So now if I try to print it, we are going to get the same answer here, because the start value is 0 itself and the default stop value is the last index value is 3. So this is how the default cases work. Uh, Now let's get here what it says, that we have to extract a sub list using the list start, stop, and step. So here is an example, that is the marks list, and we are storing the value 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Now if I am writing print marks 1 to 4, that means we have to go to the first string, that is 20, and then we will go till the fourth string, not including 4, but the fourth string, that is 50 here, where that we are not taking 50, so we will take till 40. So we are going to print 20, 30, and 40. This is the list that we are going to the slice from the main list itself. Then we have this marks till 3. We are not writing the default value, that is what start value. So we are going to take the 10th value here, and we are going till the third index, that is from 10 to 30. Similarly, we are not writing here from where we have to start, from where we have to stop. We are just writing that we have to take the step 2. So we are going to start from the first value itself. We are going to the last value, and for each value we are going to the step of 2. So we are going to print the consecutive number. We are starting from 10. So first we print 10, then we go to 30, and then we go to 50. So this is how you do the slicing here. So the slicing parameters, there are 3 slicing parameters, that is start, stop, and step. So for the start value, we start from the starting index. Default is the 0 value. Then we have the stop, that is the ending index. And it is exclusive. We do not include that index here. And the default is set to the end of the list. Then we have the step, that is the increment value. And the default value is 1. So if you not write the step, then it will increment with the value of 1. If you write the index, then it will increment with that gap. So this is how you do the list slicing. Now we have updating list and mutability. Updating an element inside a list is one of the way we have to understand here. It says that if you want to update an element here, then you have to simply write the index for which you have to get the value. We say for the first index in marks, you have to put the value 100. So it will simply change the value that is stored inside that index. So for the first index, the value earlier was 80. Now we are writing that for that index, we now want the new value, that is 100. So here, as you can see, the value is getting changed to 100. So this is how you can update an element. It is very simple. If I want to show you the demonstration, we can. Yeah. So if I write that for A values, if I want the, let's say first string, I want the first index to become 9. So now if I am going to print the list A, what will be printed here? It says 934167. Earlier it was 234167. So what is happening here, that the first index, that is 0, we are going to save this new value here. Instead of 2, we are putting the value 9 at that place. So now that we print this list A, we are getting this list where we have 9 in the first index. So if you want to modify a particular value, particular element inside the list, then you can do it like this. So what I am doing here is now I am changing the value present in the index to, it was first Samriddhi, now it is changed to Shikha. So this is how we can modify a particular element. So on this slide, we have to understand this modifying element directly using the index. So now we have to understand what mutability is. So mutability means the object's content can be modified in place without creating a new object in memory. So we are not making a new object. We are just changing the value contained inside that particular value. So we are changing the object's content in the place, and we are not making another memory for the same value. Unlike strings, Python list allow direct element modification, addition, deletion without changing the list's memory address ID. Now we have to understand the lists method. Earlier when we were learning the string, we learned about some methods that we use there as well. Similarly, we have some method for the for our list, that is append, extend, insert, remove, pop, sort, reverse. Okay. So let us try to do them one by one. Okay. So the first method says append method. So the purpose of this method is to add one element at the end of the list. For example, if we write if we need to know the syntax, then here we are taking nums as a list, and we write nums.append, and the value that we want to append is put inside that function, that is 5. So whatever that list num will be, this 5 will be added to the end of the list. Next, we have extend a sequence. So whenever we want to add multiple elements from an iterable, then we use this extend value. So here, for example, in this, we are going to extend it by 6 and 7 value. That means we are going to add multiple elements in the list. So for multiple elements, we use extend. Then we have insert. Insert method is used whenever we want to insert an element at a specified index. Earlier in appending and extending, we were adding the elements at the end of the list, right? But in the insert, we can specify which element we want that new element to be inserted at. So this is how insert method works. Then we have the remove method, where we can remove the first occurrence of a value. So for example, here we are writing nums.remove 99. So it will check the list itself, and if we, the first occurrence where it finds 99 inside the list, it will remove it. But it will not touch any other value or any other occurrence of 99 itself. It will only remove the first occurrence. Then we have this pop method. Pop method is used to remove and return item at index I. That means yeah, so the default value is the last. So it will go to the last index, and if I use this pop, then it will remove that value, and it will return that value that it has removed. Right. So if I write this nums.pop, and we are going to store it inside the item, that means that we are removing a particular value from mainly from the last index itself. We are removing that value, and we are taking that value and returning it from our function itself. Next, we have this sort method. How the sort works here? So sort item in place in ascending order. So what does it mean? That whenever we use this sort, then we can sort the items inside the list in either ascending order or descending order. We have also a way to write the items in the descending order. We will learn in a few minutes. Then we have this reverse method, where we reverse the element in place. So the way that it was arranged, it can be, what do you say? It can be reversed. Yes. Okay. Let us try to do it. I think we have used these examples many times. Let us write a new one. Okay, now let me write it for you. We are taking this nums list here. We are going to store some value inside it. Yeah. Oh, not this. Oh. Okay. So this is the nums list that we have here. The first method that you have to understand is the append method. So whenever we need to insert a value at the last position, then we use this append method here. So how do we use it? We write nums dot append, and then we have to specify what number that we have to append at the last. I am taking 99. Okay, and now I am going to print nums. So what will happen here when I will print this? I am getting this 99 inserted at the last position. So this is how append works. Append can put a value at the last position in a particular list. So this is the first method, that is the append method. Next, you have to learn about extend, right? So extend is used whenever you have to insert multiple values at the last position. Okay. So how does append and extend differ? In append, we are only going to store a single value in the last position, but in the extend, we are storing multiple values. So here we can write nums dot extend, and we can write the values that we want to store here. Let us say 6, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 2. Now I am again printing nums. What will happen here? See, this 6, 3, 24, 5, 2, all of these values are getting appended inside the nums. So this nums list is getting extended by this. I can also do it like this. Wait a minute. I am writing another list with some values inside them. We are going to write some values inside them. Yeah, just like this. So, okay. And now I will write nums dot extend b. Let's see what happens here. Okay, look at this. Yeah. Earlier we had seen till this point, right? We saw how we can extend these values. Now I am extending it by a list itself. So all the elements inside that list are now getting appended directly here. We do not have to put a loop inside. We do not have to write the full code. We are just using this extend method, and we can write down all the elements of a particular list B inside the list nums. So this is how you can extend multiple values. If we could not use this extend value, then we have to write it like this. Yeah. Look here. So now what is happening here? I am using this append method, and for each value, I am taking this value from the B list, and then I am appending it in the nums here. So see, one is this was the original value. This was the 99. I am appending from this here, this code, and now afterwards I am printing this 3, 4, 6, 3, 6, 7, 8. So all this value that we are in here, getting appended in the nums list using this omission. So instead of writing a loop here, you can simply use the nums dot extend from here itself. So yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you use the extend and append methods. Okay, let me remove it from here, or it will make too much of a mess. Okay, so we understood append, we understood extend. Now we have to understand the insert method. Okay. Now In the previous methods that we learned, that is was extend and append, we were inserting the value at the last position. What if we do not want to store store the object in the last position, but we want it somewhere in between or in the starting of the list? Then we simply use the insert value. Insert method, which is used to insert a value at any index we want. Okay. So this is why we use the insert method. Let us now try to do it. So if I will write 6 0. So what is happening here? I am saying that for the index 0, you have to place this value here. So at the index 0, this value is getting inserted. So the syntax here is, the syntax that you have to understand, you have to remember is that the order of writing the values. First, you have to write the index where we want to store, then we write the new value. Okay, so this is the syntax. We wrote the index where we want our value, then we write the value itself, and at that particular index, this value is getting inserted. So this is how you use the insert value. Let us try to do some more of this. Let's see what is happening here. At the third index, we are getting this 55. So this is how you use the insert value. Here we can insert any value at any index we want. Yeah. So we covered these three methods. Now we have this remove method. What happens when we use this remove method? Whenever I will use this remove method, then it will remove the first occurrence of any element. So whenever we use this remove method here, then we remove the first occurrence of the value. So if I will write nums dot remove 6. Uh-oh. Yeah. Nums dot remove 6. Now I'm going to run the code. What is happening here? It in the list itself, it will find where this 6 value is. So it will find this value 6 here. And then it will remove that value from there. So now when I'm printing it again, after 45, we are getting 5. We are not getting this 6. This 6 is getting removed. But what if there was 6 here as well? And here and here, there are many 6s here. What will happen now? See, only the first occurrence that was this 6 is getting removed. All the other 6s are getting printed as it was. Why? Because remove method can only delete the first occurrence of that element. It won't be touching any other occurrence of the same element. So these are getting printed as it was. Only the first occurrence is getting removed. So yeah, this is the remove method. Then we have the pop method. So pop is a little different from remove method. Why? Because it does two functions here. It will remove the last element. It will remove the last element, and it also and will also return the value. Yeah, so these are the two functions it performs. It will remove the last element and simultaneously it will return the value also. So whenever I want to use it, I also need to store the value. So let me write it like this, nums dot. Okay. And I will also print this value. Okay, what is happening here? If you see, when I'm writing this code, I am when I'm printing the nums here, this one is not getting printed. See, this 89, the list is ending at 89. This one is not getting printed. Why? Because whenever you use this pop method, this last element is removed. So just as how you can see here, this one is getting removed, and now it will also return the value it is removing. So it will return this one value, and whenever we it returns that value, we are storing it inside this variable value here. And now if I will print this value, this one is getting printed here. So pop does two function here. It removes the last element and it also returns the value that it is removing. So you can store that value, you can print that value out. So yeah, this is the method here. This is the pop method. So it removes and returns the item at particular index. Okay, that is the default index is the last one. Then we have this sort. Okay, then we have the sort method that is used to sort the list in ascending or descending order. Okay, so let us see for ascending order first how you can sort a list for an ascending order. So we simply write how we are going to write it. We are writing nums dot sort. So you can see here clearly. Let me remove this value from here. We have. Yeah. So first let us see. This was how the initial nums was. Wait a minute. I will also show you the difference the sorting. Yeah. Let me open. Okay, now we can clearly see the differences here. The initial list was this 26, 2, 3, 5, 55, 42, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, and 89. So this was the initial list here. Now I am shortening it according to the ascending order. So now its order is 2, 3, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 26, 42, 55, 52. So it is getting arranged in the ascending order. So whenever you have you will write this short just like it, there is no value inside it. So whenever you use the short method as it is, the default value here is the ascending order. So in the short method, ascending order here is the default. This is what happening here. But now I am going to sort it in the descending order. Okay. So now if I will print this nums, what will I get? Yeah. So now we are getting 89, 55, 42, 26, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 3, 2. So what are we getting here is that whenever we use this reverse is equal to true inside that short, it will print a descending value. I mean descending order. Yeah. So now it is printing the descending order. So this was the initial list. This is the ascending order. This is the descending order. And we can print this ascending and descending using this short. For ascending, we use the default value. We do not write anything inside it. For the descending order, we use this reverse is equal to true inside it. So yeah, this is how you use the short method here. Then we have the reverse. Last method that we have to understand here is the reverse method. Okay. So reverses element in place. So how are we going to use it is okay. Nums dot reverse. Yeah. So see what is happening here. In the last of our code, the nums was arranged in a descending order, right? So now when we use this reverse, the descending order is getting reversed to the ascending order. If I will use this same with the ascending order, yeah. Wait a minute. I will show you the demonstration itself. Now, if I again use this reverse value, then now it will print the descending order. See? So, reverse method is basically used to sort the list in the opposite. If it is in ascending order, it will reverse it in the descending order. If it is descending order, it will print the ascending order. So, this is how the reverse method works. Yes. So these are all the methods that we have to cover in the list section. Next, we have some built-in list function. So yeah, the first one is the length of list. It will return the total item count. Whenever you have to find the count of elements inside the list, you can use this length function. Then we have this max function that is used to return the highest value. Similarly, we have this min function that is for the lowest value. For calculating the sum of all the values, you can use this sum. And then we have the sorted list that returns a new sorted list. So let me tell you. So we have a list here that is nums. I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So yeah, this is the list. If I want to know what is the length of this list, I will use this length function. Okay, now I'm getting 6. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 elements, so it will return the count that is 6. Similarly, if I want to know the max, okay, if I want to know the highest integer in the list, then I will use this max function here, and it will return the greatest number, that is 6 itself. Okay. If I similarly want to know the smallest number, I can use the min function, and it will return 1. Yep. So, okay. Next, you have to learn about the sum. So what happens in sum is that it will add up all the elements and it will then show you the results. You do not have to write the whole code for writing them down. So what happened here? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 6, 21. So it is adding all the values here, and now it is printing this 21. If we didn't have this function, we had to write a loop itself for I in nums. And you had to store the value inside a variable. And lastly, you could print the results. So as you can see here, with result is equal to 0, we are getting the same answer. But instead of writing all these 4 line of code, instead of using this loop, you could simply use this method. So both of them work the same. And lastly, we have the sorted. Earlier we learned about this method called sort method, right? That was used to sort a list in ascending and descending order. So what we're doing here, right, is num sorted. Sort. Yeah, this is how we used to do it, right? So what would we do here is that we would take this nums and we will sort the elements, right? So it will change the order of the elements inside the list. So this method was used to order the was to change the order inside the list itself. If I would print that nums here, then the order inside that list would be changed. The indexes will have the new values, right? But if I will now use this sorted, then it won't change the main list here. It would store it in a new variable. Let us say a list. So now it will take this sorted list. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you. You will get better that way. Okay. Let's say we have a list B, and I am showing 2, 4, 1, 3, 67, 33, 33, and 21. Okay. So this was the list. So if I would print this list, 1 minute, please. Let me comment down. Okay. Yeah. if I am going to print this, what I am getting here is that is the main list, that is 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 7, 33 and 21. Yeah. This is what I wanted from the list itself here. This is it. Now, if I will write print, no. If I would to use this short method, I would use it like this. And now if I will print this, what is happening here? What is happening inside the list itself is that the order of the list is getting changed here. Earlier, the order was 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 33, 21. Now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 21, 33, 67. So what is happening here is the order is getting changed. The first, we had the 2 value on the 0th index. Now we have 1. So the value inside a particular index is getting changed whenever we are using this short method. Now, I do not want it to change. What will I do if I do not want to change it? Is that I can simply store that new order inside a new list. So I will write b dot sorted. And now if I print A, and I will also print B. Okay. So what is happening here now when I'm using the shortest? What am I doing here? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Mistakes are there. Now it is going to work. Yeah. So see what is happening here. First, this was B. When I was printing this B, this was the order. Now I'm printing the sorted B. What is happening here now? The B is not getting changed here. See, when I'm printing B again, the B is same here. What is getting changed here is that I am just printing the sorted value. I am not storing the value. I'm not changing the values as a position. I'm just printing the sorted value itself. Okay, so using this sorted function, I can only get the sorted value. I can print that sorted value, but I can't change the list itself. I can't change the order of the elements inside the list. I am just getting the order and I'm going to print it out. So this is how sorted works. So yeah, if you use this short method, then you are going to change the list itself. The new list will be in the right order that we want. But if you just want to get the elements in order, you do not want to change the list itself, then you use this sorted method. Okay. Next, we have this tuple. We covered the list part. Now we have this tuple. So what we are doing here in the tuple is a tuple is an ordered immutable collection enclosed inside the parentheses. In the list section, we learned that whenever we write a list, we have to store the values inside the square braces. But in tuples, we are going to store the values inside a parenthesis, that is a small braces here. The tuples inside the tuple, whatever collection we are storing inside it, all the elements are ordered and they are immutable. Ordered means that yes, the indexes works here as well. There is a order. If the order is disturbed, then the tuple will be disturbed as well. But tuples are not mutable. Earlier we saw how you can use the indexes inside the list to change the value to modify a particular value. But in the tuple you can't modify that value. It will cause an error. So the tuple is an immutable collection. So what is immutable means the value cannot be updated, added, or removed after creation. Ordered and indexed means it supports the zero-based indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing is allowed, but changing a value is not allowed. And duplicates are allowed here as well. Identical elements are permitted. So this is this tuple. Okay. Here is an example of tuple. Since we are using this parenthesis, that means it is a tuple and we are storing two values here. That is, first one is the name and the second one is the maybe it is an age or whatever it is. So these are the two records for the student and the Rahul. So this is how tuple is written. Okay, the first thing you have to learn here is the tuples operation and methods. So yeah, the first one is indexing and slicing. So just as how you used how we did in list and string, we can do the same value here. Let us say what do I name it? Let's just say A. I'm not going to use my name. My brain. Okay. So yeah, this is the list we are going to work. Tuple we are going to work with. So now, if I want to get to a particular element, I can write the same indexes that we did in the list. Yeah. So no, let me take a better example, or you will get confused. Yeah. So what is happening here? This I am saying that for this tuple A, you have to go to the third index and print the value. So it will go to the third index like 0, 1, 2, 3, and at the third index there is 7, so it is going to print the 7 value. So first, this is how you can do the indexing. So slicing works the same way. How we will do in list start, stop, and step. The similar thing we can do here. If I will write it like this. Okay. So what is getting happen here? Yeah, we are getting 3 and 45. So this is getting sliced here. So this is how you can do the slicing. Next, we have these two methods here, that is the count and index. If I want, we know that there are duplicates allowed inside the list, right? Tuple. Yeah. So we are allowed to use duplicates value here. So how can I know the number of duplicates of a particular element? Then we can use this count method. So what it will do here is, it will count the number of times this value is occurring inside the list. So the value 7, it will check how many times this value 7 is getting inside the list. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 8 times. Let us see. Yeah, so it is returning 8. It will return how many times a particular element is getting occurred inside the tuple. Similarly, if I have a particular element and I want to know what index it is occurring at, then I can use this index. And let us suppose I'm writing 77. So it is saying 13. So it means at the 13th index, I am going to find this 77 value. So this is how index also works. So next we have to learn here is that why are tuples immutable? So the first thing is data safety. It prevents accidental modification of constant data. Then there is the performance, faster iteration and execution than list. And then we have dictionary keys can be used as valid keys because they are hashable. Okay. Now we have to differentiate between list and tuple. So as per mutability, lists are mutable, that can be modified, and tuples can't be modified, they are immutable. Then we have the syntax. In syntax, in list we have square braces, but in tuples we have parentheses. If we talk about speed and performance, tuple has faster execution in comparison to list. If we talk about memory consumption, then tuples have less memory consumption in compared to list. For use cases, list can be used for dynamic collection of items, but tuple is only a read-only fixed data structure. Why? Because we can't change the values, right? So they are only read-only. Okay. Now coming into the Python dictionary. So we have learned some basic things about dictionary earlier as well. So dictionaries store data as key and value pairs. There is one key, there is one value. So keys must be unique and immutable. String numbers, tuples, while values can be any type. Okay. So what we wait a minute. So in dictionary, we store the data as key value pairs. We know that there is a key, and for each key there is a value. So keys must be unique. We know that and they are immutable. There it can be string numbers and tuples, while values can be of any data type. Now we have to learn some basic operation in dictionary. The first one is accessing a value. Let us write quotes. Okay. So I am taking a dictionary that is named students. And here there is, okay. So it is written inside curly braces. We know that as well. Okay. Now I have the key that is name. And for this key, I am going to store a value that is Shriya. Okay. Shriya. Similarly, I have another variable here that is A. For this key, I am going to store the value 19. Okay. Then I have, what should I take? Let us take this. Is student. Should. Okay. So now, if you see here, the keys here are strings, but the values here are string, integer, and boolean as well. So we can take any data type for values, and for keys we can use string, integer. That's it. Okay. The first thing that you have to learn here is how to access a value here. In tuples or list, you could use the index to get to the value, but in dictionary, you can't do that. In dictionary, you have to use the keys to get to a particular value. So we write the name of the dictionary. So we are first writing the name of the dictionary, and then we are using the name of a key to get to a value. So what if I run this code? I will get Shriya. So what I am doing here is that I am writing the name of the dictionary that is students. I am writing the key that is name here, and for that key I am getting the value. So whenever I have to access, I have to get access to a particular value, I have to write the name of the keys for that value. So access values, for accessing values, we write the name of the dictionary and we write the key and we can access the value using this key lookup. Now similarly, if you want to update the value, you can do it just like this, just how we used to do this using the indexing list and tuples. Now we are just writing the keys instead. So I can write here. Now if I'm going to print the dictionary itself, what will I get? See, the name here is getting changed. So if you want to change a particular value, then you can also modify that existing keys values just like this. Next, we have adding a new pair. If you want a new pair in this, then you can write it like this. So you can write it like this. You can write the new key and you can write the value here as well. Yeah. Now I'm again going to print the dictionary. What will happen now? Let's see the changes we have made. So now as you can see here, there is a new key that is city. There is a new value that is Gopalganj. So whenever you want a new key value pair, then you can write it in here and just like this. If you want to modify it, you have to write this. And if you simply want to access a value, then you can use the key to access that. So these are the three things we have to learn in this slide. Yeah. So these are the basic operation for accessing a value, for updating the value, and for adding a new pair. Okay. Now we have to learn about this some useful dictionary method. The keys, values, items, get key, pop key, update dictionary. Okay. So let us try to understand all of them. If I want to get all the keys inside dictionary, then you can use this key method. So yeah, wait a minute. Okay. So what is happening here? If I want to know all the keys from a dictionary, I will use this and see what is printing here. Dict keys, name, age, and student. So all the keys are getting printed. Similarly, if I want to print all the values inside the dictionary, I will use this values method. I will use this way, and now I am getting all the values, that is TR 19 and true. So these were the values I had stored earlier. So yeah, this is how you can print it. So keys and values are two methods. Then we have items. So if I will write items here, then we are going to get all the key value pairs itself. Yeah. So look here, we are getting all the key value pairs in tuples. Name Shreya in one tuple, age 19 one tuple, is student true one tuple. So these are all the tuples where we are getting all the key value pairs inside. So by dict items, we are getting it. Next we have get key. Earlier we had understood that if you want to access a particular value, then you can use that key. You can use the key lookup to access a value. What if we are not very sure if that key is really present or not? If we will write, yeah, let me show you. If I write a key that does not exist, then it will give a then it will give me a key error. Right. See. See, there is a key error that is marks. There is no key such as marks here. So to avoid this error, we use, wait a minute. Yeah. So for avoiding this method, we use this get key. So what happens when you use this? It will safely gets the value without raising a error. So if I write the same thing, what will happen now? It says none. Why? Because this marks is not present here. So it won't say any key error. It will only give us none. So by getting none, we will understand this marks is not a key here. But if there is a key in real, then it will simply return the value that is 19 here. So this is how get is used. For avoiding key errors, we use this get. If it returns none, that means that key is not present. Similarly, we have pop key that removes a specified key and return a value. So what happens here, we have also used this pop method in the list section where we remove the last element and we return that value as well. Similarly, we use this pop here as well to remove a particular value and to also return it. So for doing it, you have to write the key inside it. Let us suppose you have to remove this age here. Yes, and now I'm going to print it. So let's see what it is going to give us. See, it is returning 99. For this age key, it is deleting this value from here. It is deleting the value here. And after deleting, it is also returning whatever it has deleted. That was 19 in this case. Now, if I will print the dictionary here, that is students, what will it now show us? It is only saying name Shreya is student. Why? Because this pop method has removed the age key as its value, and it will also return the value that it has removed, that is 90. So this is how you use the pop method. Then we have the update method. How does update works? So we update the dictionary with key value pair. Let us see how it works. So we write students dot update, and inside it we have to write whatever we need to change with. Let us say is student is equal to let's say false. Now I am going to print it again. Let us see what happens. Ah, I think something wrong. Oh, that's because I'm not using the correct bases. Yep. So what happens here? I am updating the key value pair. The first one was is student true. Now it has become is student is false. So see here. So for changing a key value pair, you can use this update method. Yeah. So these were all the methods that you have to learn in dictionary. Next, we have this dictionary traversal. If you want to get each key and value, we have learned these items, right? Yeah, let's see. So we write for each key and value in students dot items print key is value. So let's see what is happening. Yeah. So what is getting printed here? It is printing name is Shreya, age is 19, is student is true. So what we are doing here, we are getting student dot items. This method returns all the key value pairs. Now from each key value pair, we are getting a key and value. And now then we are using this key and value to print this statements. So for traversing inside the dictionary, we use this method key value in students dot items. This is what it says here. Dot items method yields key and value tuples, allowing tuple unpacking directly inside the loop header. And then we use this for key and value to get the key and value from each tuple. So this is how you traverse inside a dictionary. Okay. Now, lastly, we have to understand the Python set. So the definition and the syntax says that a set is an unordered collection of unique elements defined using curly braces. So in list and list, we learned that we use square brackets. In tuples, we use this parenthesis. In dictionaries, we used curly braces. Similarly, in set, we are using the curly braces as well. But what does set has in its properties is that it is unordered. That means the indexes doesn't work in set. And then we say that there is a unique element. There are unique elements. That means that sets do not allow duplicate values. So how do you write a set? See. Um, Wait a minute. So yeah, so here A is a set. We are storing some values inside it, and we are using curly braces. So it is a set here. Yeah. Okay. Now if I put some, if I put some duplicates value here, what is it going to do? It is only printing one value. Why? Because all the duplicates are getting ignored. Sets do not allow duplicate values. So automatic duplicate removal. If you are going to write any duplicating, then all the duplicates values there is going to be discarded upon the creation or modification. So now let's quickly understand other methods of set. The first one is the add. I mean, like that is used to add an element to a set. Then we have remove, that removes an element from a set. Then we have our discard element that shows no error if the value is missing. Then we have union, intersection, and difference. These are the same methods that we generally use in mathematics when we learn sets in there. So yeah, let us mm, yeah, let us see how it works in here. So here I am using this add method to add the element 88. So here you can see that 88 is getting appended in the set. So for adding a value, you use that add method. Then we have the remove method. If I want to remove a particular index, let us see. Let us say I want to remove 3. Now that 3 is getting removed. See, 88 is getting appended, 3 is not here anymore. So for removing it, we use this. If I will write this, what will happen here? It will throw a key error that 9999, that 9999, that value is not present in the list. So to avoid this key error, we use the discard method. So if that value is not present, then it won't be returning a key error. It will simply do nothing. It will not remove. It will not return a key error. It will remove a particular value if it is present, and if it is not present, then it will do nothing. It won't be. Yeah. See. For 5, it is removing 5, but since 999 it is not present in the list, so it is doing nothing. It is not returning a key value error. So yeah, this is how we use the discard. Now let us say that there are 2 sets here. The first one is this one that we have been using. Now I'm going to make a new one here. So let us say this are the 2 strings. Now I want to write only those values that are present in both the string. Then we use the intersection, right? We have learned about intersection, union, and difference in mathematics as well. If I want to write the elements from both the sets, then we use union. If I want to write only the elements that are unique in from both the lists, both sets, then we use intersection. And if I want elements from a particular list that is not present in the other list, then we use the difference. So let us say one, check it one by one. I will say, yeah, one is. So for union of the sets, you have to combine unique items from both sets, and this is the operator that we use here. So if I will write A union B, what is it going to give me? See, what is happening here? It is taking 1 from here, 2 from here, 2 is in both of the sets, so it is taking only 1. Then 3 from here, from 4 from here, 5 has been removed, so yeah, 6 from here, and from here it is taking 52 and 88 from the first one. So wait, let me So you print A, print B, and then the union. So yeah, here A is 2, 4, 6, and 88. B is 1, 2, 3, 52, and 6. So lastly, if I'm going to print the union of both of them, I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 52, and 88. So this is how you use the union. Similarly, if I want to print the intersection of both of the set, that means I want to get only the unique elements from the both of the sets. Then we use the intersection union. Intersection operator. Now let's see what is going to happen here. It is printing 2 and 6. Why? Because in both from A and B, only 2 and 6 elements are present in both of them. Lastly, I have this difference. If I write A minus B, what is going to happen here? So it will write A without the element that are present in both of the sets. So see, 2 and 6 were the intersection of both the sets, right? So it is removing this 2 and 6 and it is printing only those values which are not present in both of them. Yes? So this is how it works. Similarly, if I can write B minus A, then it will give the values that are unique in the B set that are not present in the A set. So 1, 3, and 52. These are what we are getting here. So yeah, you have to remember the operands here. So yeah, we have to remember the symbols that we use. Next, we have this example here. A and B are two sets. A has 1, 2, 3. B has 3, 4, 5. If I am writing the union, then it will print all the elements combined. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I will write the intersection, it will print only those elements which are present in both the sets. That is 3 here in this case. If I write A minus B, that is the difference. I will remove all the elements which are not unique to particular element. I am writing only those elements which are present in A. That is 1 and 2. So this is in this video we learned all the collection comparison matrices. Okay. So far in this video we learned all the collections that we have here, that is list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Now we have a comparison matrix, so we can know the features of each one of them. So the first feature is ordered. So yeah, lists are ordered, tuples are ordered, dictionary is ordered as well, as in keys, but sets are not. Similarly, we have this mutable. List list elements can be modified. Tuples can't be modified. Sets can be modified. Dictionary can be modified as well. As terms of duplicates, list, tuple, and dictionaries, list and tuples allow duplicates. Dictionary allows duplicate values but not keys. And lastly, set allows only unique values, not duplicates. Then we have this indexing. List have indexes. Tuples has indexes. Dictionary have key-based indexes, if you can say, but set do not have any index because they are not ordered. So yeah, this is it. Now we have some practice question. Let us write it down. Okay. Okay, write a program to add an element to a list. Okay, it is a very simple list. Let us assume that this is the list. 1, 2, 3 is a list. Okay. Now I want to add a particular element. Then I have to write this append 4. So yeah, this 4 value is now getting added to the list itself. So now if I'm going to print A, I will get this 4 inside the list. Next question says, given a list with duplicates number, convert it into a set to remove duplicates. Okay. So now let us assume this A is a list and there are many duplicates here. Let us see 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah. So yeah, it is filled with many duplicate values and I do not want any duplicate. So what will I do here? I will make a set out of this. So I will make a set out of this. And now when I will print this set, what will it happen? all the duplicates here is going to be removed. So what I am getting here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the duplicates are getting removed. We are only getting the values here. So yeah. So given a list with duplicates number, we have converted into a set that removes all the duplicates. Now we have to find the highest number in a list using a built-in function. So yeah, let us consider this only. This is the list. I will remove this part. Okay, this is the list we are going to consider. If I want to get the highest value, then what will I do? I will use this built-in function max in this so I can get the greatest number here. So what I'm getting here, that is 6. So 6 is the greatest number in the list. Then we have to print all the keys of a student dictionary using a loop or a method. Okay. Yeah, let us see it. So wait. I will get to the dictionary. I do not want to write it anymore. Oh, but I think it is going to take us too long. That's why. Yeah. Okay. So this is the dictionary. So we have to print all the keys of a student dictionary using a loop or a method. So if I want to for key in student keys print I. So what I am doing here, I am using this method student.keys, and for each key I am printing the keys. So the keys name, age, and student is getting printed here. I could simply write it as well. I could simply write the method here, and it would also return the name of all the keys. Oh, now it will go. So yeah, see, as you can see, all the keys name, age, and student is getting printed. Yeah. Next, we have to create a tuple containing 5 city names and print the third city. Okay. So I need a tuple. Let us name it city. Tuple start with parentheses. So I'm going to print parentheses. Let us write the name of a few city. What city should I write now? Leave it. Let us write states. Okay. So, okay, the first one I am writing is Bihar because I am currently in Bihar. Okay. So, what I am doing here is that I am making a tuple that is states, and I am storing these 5 tuples here. Now, I want to access the particular element at index 3, right? This was the question. It asked for the print the third city. Okay. Yeah. So now if I will run it, what will happen? It will go give the third. So why I use this 2? Because I know that if I would write 3, it will include the third index. For index, we need a one smaller than that. So I am writing 2. So 0, 1, and 2. So the third state here, that is Punjab, is getting printed. So okay. So these are the exercises. You can also solve these coding challenges to practice. So what we learned in this today is the list, tuple, dictionary, sets, and comprehension. No, we didn't cover comprehension in this video. We will be covering it in the next video because I think this video is too long itself. So we covered lists, that is ordered mutable sequence for dynamic list. Then we have tuples, immutable, fast, read-only ordered structures. Then we have dictionaries, that is fast key value mapping structures. Then we learned about sets, that were unordered collection for unique elements, and set algebra. Comprehension we are going to cover in future. So this is it for this video. I think we have covered most of the basics of Python here. So yeah, this is it for this video. Bye bye.